All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back to the Ready, Set, Blow podcast. We have fan favorite, Audrey, my personal favorite, Audrey Stewart.
Did anybody ever say that is my favorite podcast? You're like, you guys requested it, you wanted her, and there's one YouTube comment that's like, fuck her.
No, you are popular amongst, I feel like my listeners like when I sit down with a lady.
Because they're like.
Well, no, because I think it plays well. It's a good yin and yang.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We're good yin and
yang. I don't
know.
I get accused of being a misogynist on the internet, and I don't know how that's possible.
This man is not a misogynist. He is in private, but not in public. Not in public, never.
No.
He would never.
I feel like people just judge me as one because the jokes are out on the internet. The ones that stick in their craw are about them, but they don't consider the 10,000 other fucking things I post a week.
Oh my God, anybody holding on to a joke needs to grow up.
No, well, look, they don't get that mad at me. I mean, my followers like it. Like, even the women are like, yeah, you're a little misogynist, but I think it's funny. It's like, well,
I think it's hot.
You can laugh at yourself. You know, like, I trash men too. I trash myself mostly.
He's trashing everybody.
That's right.
That's right.
So what's going on with you, girl? You told me you
tore my ACL.
Physical therapy. How the fuck did you do that?
Comedy kickball.
Comedy kickball.
I'm on a comedian's kickball team. Now I have to be a coach. We're playing again. We have a game on Wednesday.
How old are you to be tearing your ACL?
29 years old.
I in a fucking kickball tournament?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I am.
Did you kick the ground? Did you just fuck it up?
Oh no, it was so embarrassing. First of all, I'll tell you this. I was training for a half marathon. I was getting in such good shape. I was fucking.
You look great.
Well, that'll fall soon because I was running every day and now I'm literally I'm like limping to the grocery store. And the thing is I was not stretching really. I would like run up Runyon. I would be a psycho and run uphill 5 miles and just down a bunch of I would just be psycho. And then kickball. We drink buzz balls. Do you know what buzz balls are?
What the fuck is a buzz ball?
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm turning a lot of people into buzz balls, and people are getting addicted. And I'm going to be responsible for half of the alcoholics in this world. Buzz ball.
You know me. I'll try anything 3 times.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm gonna get you hooked on these.
Okay.
I should have brought us buzz balls for your podcast.
I know.
So
next time.
It's like a ball of Everclear. Essentially, you can get it from the gas station, and they're like fruity, and it's like you drink one and you're just fucked up.
Is it like
Become those balls?
And can you like just down it all at once, or is it like a sipper?
Some of them are not that delicious and it's a sipper, but if you're crazy and you down it once, but kickball, our team name is now Buzz Balls.
Okay.
We were drinking Buzz Balls. So I was fucking wasted. So I was in the outfield and I jump up for the ball. I come down and my knee just goes pop.
Jeez, who the fuck do you think you are? Goddamn Bo Jackson out there trying to run up the wall?
And 2 comedians literally ran over to me and they had to help me off the field. And I love these comedians, but I feel like they kind of quickly helped. I almost feel like it dragged my knee worse. And I got up and walked within 10 minutes.
Well, you can on a torn ACL.
Yeah, you can on a torn, but
if you make a weird move, you will fall down. Like I forget like what the motion is, but like you have like no lateral support.
Yeah.
So if you were to like try and push off, you would just collapse.
Right. And then so then the next day my knee is so swollen, and finally I go get an MRI. And
you have insurance? Where the fuck you getting an MRI?
Yeah, I have insurance.
Through who?
Oscar. I just pay monthly for my own.
Who the fuck is Oscar?
Yeah, I don't know, but he needs to step his shit up because he sucks.
I haven't had insurance for 6 years.
Randy, you are definitely gonna tear your ACL soon.
Oh, I pinched a nerve in my neck. I'm going to physical therapy now. I have my fingers are numb.
You could get half of that, majority of that covered if you had insurance.
I know, but I don't. I figure, look, the way I think about it is I haven't had any real medical problems in 6 years.
Every knock on fucking wood.
Exactly.
This is what always fucking happens.
But
literally, we're gonna finish up the podcast. You're gonna get like fucking hit by a car.
All the money I would have paid into insurance is in my pocket, so I'm due to pay some medical bills.
Okay, yeah.
It was $125 a session. I was going twice a week, and I cut it down to once.
Even if you like don't pay medical bills for 10 years, don't they dismiss it?
I don't know how that works. We'll see.
We'll go with that because
I mean, at least it's not a fucking tumor in my neck. I was like, oh no, like
I mean, we don't know because you can't get an MRI because you don't have insurance.
Exactly.
It might be a
I went to the physical
tumor.
therapist first. I was like, hey, can you work on this? He's like, have you got an MRI? I'm like, no. He's like, well, what hurts you? I'm like, I was going through it. He's like, oh, it's probably this. I'm like, well, let's treat it as such, and and if it doesn't work, then I know it's something more serious. And it worked. So I feel better. I still have numbness in my 2 fingers here, but.
What? You're like, it worked. Sometimes I can't see, though. You're like, it worked, and I don't know. Sometimes I black out, and I'm not sure where I am, but it's going good. I don't have insurance. I'm like, what?
So you're going to get like ACL surgery and all that shit?
Yeah, I have surgery on the 25th.
So wait, how much are you paying for insurance that's going to cover this fucking? Because that's a major surgery.
That's a major surgery. What, $40,000 surgery? I don't know. I just said a number. I have fucking no idea.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm lucky because I think hopefully my my parents don't help me at all because I'm a independent woman, but hopefully they would help
If it comes down to it.
Yeah, hopefully they would definitely help me.
Do you come from money?
Actually fascinating. Not originally.
Not that I'll judge you.
Not originally, no. So my mom and my dad, when my dad was like, when they were like 29, they already had there's four kids.
Holy shit.
And they were so poor and like barely had any money. And then my dad was like, I'm going to go to law school. And he's been, now he is.
Ships
Actually,
everybody.
we might have to cut that because that's the one thing he said. He literally goes, you can't talk about what I do on anything. And I'm sitting on a podcast.
He wants to keep his job.
Yeah. So we didn't see that money because when we were growing up, but then finally when we all graduated, he decided to get rich. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Isn't that crazy? Like my parents, when they were 29, they already had all of us. Like I'll be 40 this year. Like my fucking, how old was I? I must have been like a teenager, or nearly by the time my parents were 40. Like, and the idea that I would have teenage kids now is frightening.
Yeah. No, Randy, you'd be, I feel like if I think of half the people in the comedy community, if they've had kids, I'd be like,
I know.
I can't decide if I want them or not. Freezing your eggs is so expensive. So.
I know. Well, Lizzie Weissman did it.
She did?
She had her eggs scraped and all that.
I think I should probably have to decide in the next couple of years.
No, you don't. Lizzie's like 35. You're 29.
I don't even know. Nobody's even dating.
I
I'm
dumped my ex-fiance at 29, and she met a guy and has 3 or 4 kids now. So
Okay,
you
that
can
makes
get
me
that.
feel
You can get
good.
that done.
Well, I've been a fucking slut.
Really? What happened? Oh, that's
Okay.
right. You're single now?
Yeah, I've been.
Still single?
Yeah, I'm single. I'm like fucking men right now.
You're onto men?
Yes.
What? You went from a hot chick to dudes?
To
It seems like a real fucking downgrade.
I went to it. Well, the first guy that back was a firefighter. He was hot.
but he's not a hot chick. He was. Any guy is not as hot as a hot chick.
That's what you think, but I missed the male sex.
Really?
So I've been really kind
Why?
of
The hair and the fucking filth and.
I don't know what I just, and I also I'm not opposed to ever dating a girl again, but I think I could fall in love with a guy.
Is that what so you're just back to that now?
Yeah, and I kind of have a crush on somebody who's a guy.
Well, listen, we could talk about your crush on me
We're
off
not
camera.
gonna, no, we can't. No, we can't. We actually cannot talk about my crush out loud at all.
Is he a comedian?
No.
Good. You liar.
It's you. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, get in line, baby.
Yeah. Ew. He's a misogynist, ladies. Don't fucking listen to him. He's fucking crazy. No, literally. Here's the other thing that's been happening.
Do you think you're
I've been
back
having
with the guy-
sex with a lot of gay men
Really?
on accident.
Trying to turn them out?
I had sex with a bartender last night of a gay bar. He literally goes, "You're hot." I go, "Do you want to fuck?" And he goes, "This is a direct thing that came out of my mouth." And he says, "Yeah, come back when I get off and we'll go have sex." I said, "Sounds great."
Nice.
I said, "Just don't kill me." And he says, "Well, you know where I work."
That matters.
Yeah,
Who are you going to tell if you're fucking dead?
And then I'd sex with him and I wasn't really into it. And then my friend goes, "Oh my gosh, I've seen him on Grindr." And I said, "Oh my fucking God. All right."
You see, I feel like it is still more socially acceptable for women to go back and forth between men.
Yeah,
and women.
that's you're so
If you
true.
fucking, like you said, you fucked a gay guy. If he was like,
He was definitely bi. I should not have said that. He's definitely bisexual.
but that's what I'm saying.
He was super hard.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Or this guy's
like,
so dirty.
It's not, whatever. It's the fucking
coffee.
podcast.
I don't know.
It's the podcast. No, but that's the thing. Like if I feel like if you're a guy and you sleep with one dude once, you're kind of gay. Whereas if a chick sleeps with almost all girls her whole life, but then marries a guy, she's not.
I've literally
lesbian.
got on stage and screamed, "I am gay and I'll never be straight." And now I'm having sex with guys, and guys are like, "That's pretty cool."
So how long was your break from men?
Well, ever since I dated Veronica.
And how long was that?
So I dated her for a year and a half.
Okay.
Actually, I wasn't having sex with men for like a year before her.
So you took like
I've never.
a 2-year break.
I'm still in. Here's the thing. I've never had. So I had a boyfriend that I was really serious with for like 5 years, and then
Being in a relationship, you must be a wild fucking thing.
with me, I know being in a relationship with me is so fucking fun. Literally,
Yeah, but that's the thing. Do you ever like sit out and relax?
honestly, on Sundays,
Like can you like watch TV and smoke
yeah,
weed?
you would be surprised.
Okay.
But honestly, I do like adventure. So I'm like, we're
Okay.
going camping. We're
Yeah.
doing this. We're doing that. We're fucking doing. It's always
Yeah.
a stimulating conversation.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's why I have to date another stimulating person, or it's fucking
So you're
game
back
over.
to dudes.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, it's been. I just didn't. I mean, like, I've never been a slut before, and so now
What are you talking about?
What are you talking? What
You
are
were
you
telling me
talking
the
about?
last time you were here, so I looked it up. You were here March of 2022.
I was
And
in a
you were-
relationship.
And you were talking about how much cock you sucked in college.
Oh, I sucked a lot of dick. That's not sex.
What? I still slutty sucking random dick.
I was sucking dick like it was a numbers game. That's fair. But honestly, this is like I'm having sex. I'm still can count on my fingers how many people I've had sex with. Actually, I think I just hit 10.
In your life? Or this?
Yeah,
or since you've been single again?
So then I had.
That's not bad. Good for you.
And then, because as soon as me and that girl broke up, I just went. I've been what? So there's like probably 7 guys in the past 3 months, 4 months.
Those are college numbers.
Yeah, I have catch up to.
But I'm saying, yeah, but 10 total.
This is so funny. This is where I question my life. It's like, let me go on a podcast and then say these things and this be my image. Let me go on a podcast and just tell people how I'm having sex. And but even though I sound wild, I'm still like, but I can still count on my hands.
So what kind of guys are you into? Because I know what kind of gals you're into. Girly girls, which is cool.
Yeah.
We share that in common.
Yeah, we do share that in common. Femmes.
Although I do have a thing with lesbians. I have a symbiosis with lesbians.
Yeah, because you have a roommate.
Well, he's gay.
Or he's gay, that's right.
Yeah, but I lived with a lesbian couple.
That's what it was.
But they broke up in a really vicious breakup.
Yeah, I feel like
I heard about that over the Christmas break. Yikes. When women break apart. I mean, think about that energy. Like, women are really vindictive. Yeah. If they have 2 women in a relationship, they really get fucking after each other.
They really do.
Yeah.
If they're not chill about problems.
Yeah, there was rampant cheating. People got fired from their day jobs.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I will say my ex and I, we didn't have it in us to be like crazy like that.
Yeah, so what kind of guys are you into?
So it was uniform men for a hot minute. So,
cool. Tradesmen. That's respectable.
Like somebody in the Marines, firefighter. And now
God, you're fucking the village people. And
now I kind of like, yeah, I know. I'm like, hats off to our country.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. And then I like men with not a lot of hair.
Okay, well, I got that going for me.
I kind of like little pretty boy a little bit.
I don't have that going for me.
I disagree.
Really?
Kind of a pretty boy.
Does that come off as a pretty boy?
No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to see you freak out for a little bit. I'm not a fucking pretty boy.
No, listen, it would be nice if I was. It means I have a good aesthetic to me.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad to be a pretty boy. I'm attracted to them, clearly.
Okay. What kind of guys don't you like? Like what's a no-no?
Like a lot of facial hair.
Really?
I don't like beards.
Okay.
I don't like...
What about ass hair? Got lots of that.
No.
Okay.
I like a hairless guy.
Well, I am hairless, but I do have ass hair.
I mean...
I am oddly hairless. It's weird.
God, I'm really gross out thinking about that.
I mean, you're 29 years old. Your generation is fucking nose first in an asshole right now. I mean, you guys invented the butt licking.
Ew, not me. I won't do any of that kind of stuff. That's so gross. I'm kind of a prude, even though that's disgusting.
It is a little gross. That's where poop lives. But out of the shower, or after a spin class when there's extra patois in there.
You're disgusting. You know that? You're fucking sick. Yeah.
So, any comics in there? Are you not dipping your pen in the company ink?
I am not.
I'm not going to lie and answer that question.
I'm not going to say anything. I can't talk about any of that on the pod, but no.
Well, I wasn't going to say, I wasn't going to tell you to name names, but I was going to say, have you slept with any comics?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
How many?
No. One person kind of, but they're not really.
But they're not funny, so it doesn't count.
No, they suck. So
they're terrible comics.
No, my thing is, I would never go through anybody. Like the thing, I would never have sex with somebody in the comedy scene unless I really liked them, and that's only happened.
The running into them. You know? Think about how bad it is to run into an ex.
Yeah.
And then every fucking time you go to a show, you might run into your ex.
Yeah.
It would ruin the fun part of our life.
It would, unless you really have a connection with that other comedian. Then it's probably magic because you guys are both on the same schedules. Yeah. We'll see.
I can see that.
We'll see. I'm just taking things day by day, slow.
Dick by dick.
Dick by dick. I got to cool out. I think I'm going to cool it for a little bit. Go on a sabbatical.
Sabbatical?
Yeah.
Do you have your eye on a guy? Like, oh, that guy's kind of nice. I'll chill out with him for a couple months.
Maybe.
Okay. Because I always enjoy that. Like when I'm single for a long stretch, I'll date a girl for 3 months and let it it's almost like that summer love, like that little arc. It's like, oh, this is fun. And then you kind of then you just kind of drift apart.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I also feel like I'm getting my heart broken a lot. I feel like I'm making.
Really? Are you very emotional?
So I think I'm just not afraid to take risks. So I've been putting myself out there. Like, it's the firefighter. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I hope he sees this. So literally, I like could literally give two fucks. He and I met at a wedding. He was the best man. I was a bridesmaid.
Oh, that's classic.
And it was so hot and it was so fun. And he lives in Colorado and he was like,
Perfect.
Come.
They don't live where you live.
Yeah, and he's like, come visit me.
Yeah, when I'm in Denver doing shows, I'll see you out there.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah,
so then I
that's great.
stayed with him in Aspen for 8 days and it ended up just going bad. But I put myself out
8
there.
days is a long. You got listen.
He love bombed
the weekend
me.
trip, Friday to Sunday. That's
Yeah.
the first. That's the first.
But we were having
You can't do a week.
Well, we were having insanely emotional phone calls. It was so nice. I was like, this guy's so great. Love bomb me. And then midway through, he was like, you're getting the wrong idea. I was like,
Oh, he pulled the rug out from under you.
yeah. And then I was like, we're fucking. And then him and I are friends because
I wouldn't have pegged you as the emotional type.
I'm not. I just like to take risks, and then people just sometimes like push it. When somebody like, if you take a risk and then you put everything out there, and somebody just kind of breaks it,
Yeah.
then you're just naturally going to be an emotional wreck.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I guess I'm the opposite of that. I mean, the risks I take are.
Yeah, I feel like you're not emotional at all.
No, I have feelings.
Yeah, you do?
Of course. I mean, I'm
Oh.
human, but I also. I also do have a. It's almost a flaw. I rationalize everything.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, if that's how it's going to be, I kind of just, take my lumps and move on.
I feel that.
I always assume the worst is going to happen.
100%.
So when it falls apart, I'm like, oh, there you go. That's what you get.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, I basically tell myself I told you so.
Hey, Randy?
So anytime I have anything good happen to me, I'm just waiting for something bad to ruin it all.
Hey, Randy, we gotta turn that thinking around.
Yeah, listen, I've been in therapy for many years over this thing.
Well, it's not working.
Yeah, I'm not the most positive fucking ray of sunshine there is.
No, you are pretty fucking positive and fun.
Well, I'm fun, but I'm not positive, I would say. I'm realistic. I'm a cynic.
I'm realistic. I'm a cynic. I fall in love and I know it's gonna end. You just need to rethink that. You need to say the next person I fall in love with is going to be a gift and a joy, and we'll go on many adventures.
Oh my God, is this what you tell yourself? Is it on your vision board?
Honestly, I just feel like I just am wired that way. That's why I'm getting hurt so much.
There you go. You
I'm
assume it's going
wired.
to go well, and it doesn't. You're like, what the fuck?
I just assume the best of every situation. We're the opposite.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to win a trip to Iceland because I was on Deal or No Deal. Didn't win anything.
Aw.
Or Let's Make a Deal.
Iceland's dope. Been there.
Of course you have. Really?
Yeah, I've been there.
With Jeff Dye? No, I'm just kidding.
No. So one place I haven't gone with that fucking my life partner Jeff Dye.
Yeah, your life partner, Jeff Dye. So I'm actually so dead. I literally drove here in my car and I said, don't do that thing where you share too much information. Keep some stuff for your own personal life. First thing I said, guess what the fuck I did?
Yeah, well, I bring it out of people. This is my job, I'm a young Howard
Podcasts do
Stern
that.
who's not a germaphobe.
Podcasts are dangerous. Do you think our family watches this and is just like, Jesus Christ?
I think my family knows exactly who I am at this point.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. I don't have any secrets, which
It's
bother
like,
me.
well,
sometimes.
it's too late for me.
Dude, it's too late.
So how you meeting these dudes? You back on the apps?
I'm just, I was, and then I was off of it because they're mutual friends, or like I've been having sex with friends too, guy friends that are not comedians.
That must get a little hairy.
No.
Really?
Yeah. Some of them fun. A couple of them I was like, this is fun. One of them we stopped because I did start feeling something and I was like, we gotta be done. And he's travels all the time and he's like, yeah, we can't be doing this. I was like, yeah, there's no way.
Okay.
And then the other one, yeah, he's fun. We both have mutual understanding on it. And then
That always gets hairy though, I feel like.
no, because I think I think we
I fucked
stopped.
a couple friends back in the day and we did it once and I was like, and the next morning I was like,
Yeah,
that was cool, but
we shouldn't do that again.
we should never do that again.
I don't think we're doing it frequently enough where it can become a problem.
Okay.
Like I think it's been so random that it's not.
Okay.
It's not a thing. And then I'm very forward at bars. Like if somebody comes up to me and says,
You getting hit on after shows at all?
I've been putting that energy out there in my sets.
Yeah.
So it's been wild. A lot of girls, more so girls, hit on me.
Well, I was gonna
after
say,
shows.
yeah.
Women are really forward with me after shows.
Okay.
They'll like a server at the Improv was like, I'm not supposed to do this, but this is this girl's number over there, and like handed me.
What do you mean I'm not supposed to do this? The fuck improv? That's your job. The wait staff.
I love them.
Get
so
the
much.
comics laid and get free drinks. I mean, that is the point.
That is I know, right?
It's not like we're getting paid good money for the show.
And I love everybody who works there too, so I know that she was like, I'm gonna give this to her. But yeah. So I mean, but I'm very forward. Like if somebody comes up to me and they're like, I think you're really attractive, I will immediately say, do you want to have sex or something?
Oh, so you're like a fucking, you're like the creepy dude at the bar.
No, I'm not, because I fucking wait for them to come up to me, and we're all fucking thinking it. It's not like you're going to say I'm attractive at a bar, and then what? Oh, we're going to go on a couple dates and fall in love. I know what your motives are for the evening. Why don't we
Oh, yeah, well.
Why don't we, enough with it, shortcut it?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
So that's how I.
That also lets you know if you want to see him again. It's like, we didn't have that kind of physical chemistry.
No. Yeah,
why
usually-
would I go to a date if you didn't have if you didn't have any physical chemistry?
Boys I meet at bars are like one-offs, and I know that.
Okay.
But that's
So no dating apps?
I was on Hinge for a little bit.
I got to imagine it's fucking the dating apps in LA are
I said I was a stand-up comedian, and that was the biggest mistake because everybody in my inbox just is trying to be funny, and you're just like,
Oh my God. Unfunny people.
But I also think it's
taking-
important that people know what they're getting into.
Did you like say that or you just show photos of you on stage?
I only have one photo of me on stage, which everybody already roasted. People are like, you should have put you on stage. But I was like, it's a cute photo. But also, I just think people should know. Don't you think they should know what they're dealing? That's why sometimes I think it would
Well, yeah, I would want to know what the fucking person.
That's why I think
that's
it'd
like the
be
first question
easier-
you ask on a date. So what do you do for a living? You're like,
That's why I think
where are you
it'd
from? What do you do? Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I think it'd be easier to date an entertainer.
Yeah.
You know?
In many ways. That's like my go-to on a date is I like asking a girl, like, she'll get into her fucking typical bullshit. Oh, I'm from, Colorado.
And
I
that's
got
what a massage
two
is,
sisters or whatever the
says.
fuck that, it's all the shit I don't care about.
What? I fucking get it.
I work in PR. I don't care.
You said I sit on a date with a girl and she's just blah blah blah,
blah, blah,
talking
blah.
about, and I'm like, okay.
So I like asking them. I'll be like, so what are you passionate about? Because that always puts people on their heels. Because you either, no, it's a great question on a date. Trust me, guys. Because one, it shows actual interest, even if I don't have any. It's like, oh, I want to know what you care about. But two, it gets them to stop thinking about the mundane shit you say on a date, and like makes them think like, oh, what do I care about in life? Like, I don't care what you do for a living. What are you passionate about?
Yeah, right.
It's a great question.
It's a great question.
Yeah, and it's like one of those questions you like if you're on an interview, like a job interview. It's like one of those questions you ask the interviewer that makes them like stop and feel like they're being interviewed. Like, wait a minute, like why? Like, oh shit, now I gotta like bring my A game.
Yeah, Greta Thunberg, I feel like does that. They're like,
Greta
what are you
Thunberg.
passionate about? She's like,
Is she like fucking
and then-
14?
yeah, and then she'll look at them and be like, what are you passionate about? And they'll be like,
Yeah, she's passionate about crying on the
where's the
internet.
cameraman? Yeah, she's passionate about crying on the internet. I love Greta. What a fucking queen.
Did you date Greta if she was of age?
That's an awful question because she's not of age. So
Well,
we're
she
not
will
even
be soon.
hypothetically going to do that.
She has to be soon.
Okay, so not only is he a misogynist, he's also
I'm inching into fucking
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Bill Cosby territory.
yeah, he's inching into a lot of bad territory. Who, if you could date anybody,
Anybody
who would it be?
in the world?
I was going to say in our community, but that's too shady to do on air.
Oh, I don't think
I don't
want
wanna
to
do that.
Comedians.
Yeah,
I don't know, I just feel like there's too much.
yeah.
I like when I date someone, I like him to not be doing what I do.
I think it's so important to like not. That was a flaw of my last relationship. We just talked so much comedy where it was
Yeah.
like the worlds were just, that was my whole world and it wasn't separated. And like sometimes like I love comedy so much, but it's so important, yeah, to take a step back. And then even with comedians, when I've been hanging out with comedians, we haven't been talking comedy. And it's been so nice.
Yeah.
And I love it. That's why I feel like I found some of my comedian friends because like we can just talk about other things.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
I like. But I do like taking girls, and I'm like my first date. I always just go to the bar and get drinks, right? Because every drink is 15, 20 minutes. So if she's boring or you got something better to do, it's like, oh shit, I got a dinner. 2 drinks later and you're out. Like
Yeah.
So you're not there for like a fucking 4-hour 4-course meal.
Easy peasy.
Second date, and I did this before I was a comedian. You take the girl to a comedy show. So then you know if she's uptight or not, what she would laugh at, what she doesn't find funny, if she gets easily offended, she has a good sense of humor. And it's fun. It's a cheap live event.
Honestly, it's a great-
girl laughs. It's a fucking great. It's a great second date.
Because if she's not going to laugh at anything, then that's trouble.
Yeah, then I don't have them back.
That's actually so true. When you do look at like people, and everybody's always on first dates when you do crowd work. This is our third day. This is our second day. Or like, and you're just like, that's a great way to tell.
I used to do it a lot
Is.
back in Boston when I first started comedy because, of course, I went to the club for free and drank for free. So the chick thought I was like, oh, what? He probably, he got all this. I didn't pay for any of it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He must be so
I was
rich.
already at the club anyway, so I was like, fuck it. You want to come down to the comedy show? Yeah, that'd
That's
be fun.
so funny. He must be really rich. He got me like 7 drinks. That is That's the thing. I feel bad for you guys in LA. That was the thing too when I had that joke when it was like too poor to be gay.
Too poor to be gay.
Yeah.
That's why I gave people money.
Because when I was dating girls, I was paying for some reason.
How come you got pegged as the dude?
Because I would date more femme than me, and I think it would just be like a. But then in my relationship, we would split.
I wouldn't call you butch.
No, I'm not butch at all.
Yeah.
I'm pretty feminine.
Yeah.
I'm like right in the middle.
Yeah, I'm
a happy medium.
I get more like snowboarder vibes from you than
That's
lesbian
really kind.
vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
like I get
kind.
more like outdoorsy.
And I am.
You know,
my dream world would be if I didn't do comedy, I would live in Colorado, and I would be a therapist in Colorado. If I was
therapist in Colorado.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you should be giving people fucking psychiatric advice.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm great at giving people. Yeah, I don't think you should fucking give people psychiatric. Are you fucking shitty? You sit down there, you open your tall boy, and you're like, yeah, women talking, it annoys me. Anyways, what kind of guys you
Women have thoughts, it's a problem.
I'm like, I just sat down 10 seconds ago. I love giving people advice. You know what? You want to hear what I really would love to do?
What's that?
Because I actually might go back and get my master's in psych just to have. And
Just to have?
I mean, yeah. And I think
Did you graduate from college?
Oh yeah, really good, great GPA. And I think it'd be.
Where'd you go?
Indiana University.
All right, I wouldn't brag about it.
Where did you go, Randy?
I went to Brown.
Brown?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I'm about to. What?
Yeah, no, everyone's like, what?
Yeah, I feel like you're a liar.
I did.
Wait, you're an Ivy League bitch?
Yeah, man. I don't tell anybody because I get that reaction.
Honestly, and by the way, I was being smug about me being smart. I had a 3.2 GPA, and you went to Brown, so you.
Yeah, and I had a 3.7, but it's nothing.
What the fuck is? What did you major in? Calculus?
Economics. I had a full academic scholarship.
You were the worst.
I had zero college debt.
What?
Look what I did with a $300,000 education. I went on the internet and just fucking trash women with it. The biggest waste of fucking money ever.
And there's people out there who just want to help the world and then they can't get to college. You're out here fapping off at Brown in the dorms, and now you're here still fapping off to people in the dorms at Brown. Wait, that is such a hoot and a half.
That must have been a fucking blast.
So
How were you not more slutty then than now?
Well, yeah, I
Is
had
that when you were
boyfriend.
getting into chicks?
No, I had a boyfriend.
So when did you first get into chicks?
When I moved here.
Oh, so LA made you a lesbian. That tracks.
LA made, cancel him, clip that and cancel him. I wait to literally that to be a clip. LA makes you gay.
It does.
I think what it was is I just here's the problem. I think I have a good, my soul just likes people. So it's like,
no, you definitely give that. When you're on stage,
I fall in love with you no matter what you are. I'm going to date you.
You don't even have to say anything on stage and people already like you. I have to be clever. People actually just
I have to use my Brown education.
No. Like I have to win them over. When you get on stage, you don't have to win. Everybody's already on team Audrey. When I fucking go on stage, it's like, what the fuck is this bouncer going to talk about? You're like, I have to get what's Ronnie from the Jersey Shore going to say. I have to fucking I have to like.
Well, that's a kind thing to say about yourself.
Well, I mean, look.
You said Ronnie from the Jersey Shore?
Yeah. We all know the hand.
Not you being like, what's this hot?
No, I look like a fucking bouncer at a nightclub. You do. Like, what's the door guy doing on stage?
But you have a likability factor.
Well, once you get to know me.
Also, sometimes people, you think that, but sometimes people are just like, what the fuck are we watching? Because I have to go up cold a lot of times because I host a lot, because my energy. People will be like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, you come with a lot of energy.
Yeah, sometimes people will be really scared. Sometimes.
So, is that a boy? Is it?
No, it's not.
It's a girl who won't eat my vagina. Fuck her.
Yeah. Hey, what if I was
It was my mom.
What if I was like, hey, can you stop with those jokes? Wait, I have got to say this. I'm went to, I'm not going to say which comedy club, but it doesn't really matter. But I went to a comedy club the other night, and I'm friends with all the people who work there. The person I like is with me. First thing I walk in, the bouncer's like, what's up, you big old lesbian?
Who the fuck? What bouncer?
No, and it's so funny. And then they're like, where's your rugby jersey? And people are just making jokes the whole night. And I'm like, oh. And the person that I like is right there. And I was like, this is.
Yeah, but if he likes you, who cares if you were? I think he'd be pleased. It's like, oh, she was into pussy too. We have that in common.
Whoever I date would have to be definitely thinking it's fine for anybody to date whoever the fuck they want.
That's one thing I find weird.
The firefighter was like insane conservative.
Is that a problem?
He would literally, he would he would drive by an American flag and be like, yeah, all right, yeah.
What?
Yeah. This was the American flag. Oh, it like hype.
That's worse than clapping when the airplane lands.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I love America, but I'm not going to salute the flag every time I drive by one. I got shit to do.
And he was like, you dated a girl? That's a huge bomb. And I go, it's not like a huge bomb. Like
You should be like, you're a fucking man. You dated women. That's a huge bomb, you idiot. Like,
yeah.
yeah. If you're,
That's so funny.
oh, I like what you like. What does that make me?
He's gonna find this video, but you know what? Sorry.
It's all right. I ain't scared of this fucking guy.
Don't hurt a comedian.
I don't care how big and tough this guy thinks he is. He's not tougher than me.
Yeah, no. He's actually not.
He's a firefighter in LA. He's fucking, he's half a fairy.
It's not in LA. He's in Colorado, and those boys are ripped.
Listen, Colorado's a little light in the loafers lately.
Randy, go back to Brown. I cannot believe you went to Brown. I'm telling everybody.
Yeah, they would.
I
Never
think it's
believe
so funny. You go to like H&M and they'll just sell Brown and Harvard sweatshirts for
that is pretty
$25.
fucking ridiculous.
And I'm
Like everyone just dress up.
honestly, like it's like weird if I bought this. People would be like, "You don't go to Brown," and I'd be like, "What am I wearing this for?"
Jeff, one time we were I forget where we were on the road, but I said something fucking outrageous, and she's like, "Jesus, Randy." And there's a group of comics. He goes, Randy went to Brown and he spends all day proving otherwise.
That is so fucking funny. It's so accurate. That's so funny. Wait, you've got to say
some
that.
meathead ignorant shit, and he goes, "What the fuck?"
You should say that as a bit. That's so funny. Yeah, I can't believe you went to Brown.
Good times.
And you don't have student loans. That's great. Yeah, I thought I had the Pell Grant. So I thought I have 18,000 in student loans. So and they were
That's all you got left?
Yeah, well,
that ain't bad.
They were going to dismiss up to 20, so it was all going to be gone.
But you fell below the threshold, so you got to pay it off.
Nope, that was just not happening anymore. They're just not dismissing our student loans anymore. Do you know how awful that? I literally was like, yes, so happy, and then they're like, never mind.
My buddy back in Boston, Chase, shout out Chase Abel. He once was like,
Shout out Chase Abel.
he's like, because he's got all sorts of debt, and he's like, yeah, I mean, what are they gonna do? Come get it? I don't got it. He's like, I mean, like, what can they do? Like,
Just
and I'm like,
rail your credit score.
When you think about it, well, he doesn't. Fuck, does he care about a credit score? He's not like he's buying a house. He's a comedian.
it's not like
he's living in apartments like us. Like fucking, fucking mattress with no headboard.
That's
it's like,
funny.
the fuck are they gonna, who
What are they
cares?
gonna do?
Like, it's just numbers on a paper, is what he said.
That's
It's just numbers on a paper. What are they gonna do?
That's so funny. I want a house eventually, maybe in Topanga Canyon or something.
Well, so you got to marry the firefighter. He's got a pension.
Yeah, he's got a big pension. No, I can't. We are friends though. By the way, we are friends.
Oh no, I'm sure.
That's the other thing that I have a habit of. Like I'll fall for somebody and then it'll end so weirdly, and I'll be like, we could still be good friends, and we are.
Will you like hang out with him, or just like your friends?
Here's what was so funny.
'Cause I'm friends with everyone I've dated, and I just never talked to him again.
Okay, here's
like,
what
oh yeah, this is fine. We're all good, and then I just never speak. To
Well,
him.
he was like, we have to. Midway through me being there, I had 3 days left of the trip. He was like, we have to stop having sex. I said, why?
What? He said that in the middle of this 8-day trip? What a fucking weirdo.
And I said, why? And he goes, because you're getting the wrong idea. And I was, but he love bombed me, so of course I'm getting the wrong idea. And then it was so weird. We would wrestle. Then we would wrestle instead of have sex. We would wrestle.
And I bet you
I went.
you were into that.
There was
like, all right, now touch my pussy.
no. Well, we won it. So I literally went on a run. I went on a run with him. I was training for that half marathon. We did like 10 miles, and in the altitude it was nuts. And we go to a park and we're just staring at each other, and then we just wrestle in this park. And I thought it was the weirdest thing.
He might be gay.
Maybe
There
might be something there.
Dating an ex-lesbian might be like his first toe in the water, moving towards the gay community.
But he would never.
Hey, can you introduce me to your, butch lesbian friends? Hey,
Yeah.
do they have any gay male friends I can talk to?
No, he would never. Also, this is so funny that I'm just putting our business out there. That's
Sorry,
crazy.
he'll never fucking watch this.
You think that, but then if you
Also, how often are you back in Colorado to give a fuck?
probably a lot. I feel like comedians are always in Colorado.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to call this guy again.
No,
So what are you looking for in a
I
man?
call him right after this because I miss him. No, I'm just kidding.
you love bomb him back?
Yeah.
So what are you looking for in a guy now that you're back on the guys?
Shut up, Randy. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking legitimate question, man.
I'm just kidding. I just am looking for somebody who's sweet and fun and nice and like positive, and they don't have to be as positive as me. Like they can be. Then that would be fucking.
A little too much.
That would be a little too much. But I want somebody to go on adventures with. Like I like to camp.
I love camping. Dude, we should go camping. I mean, we don't have to have sex. We should just go camping.
We're never having
Do
sex.
mushrooms.
But
Please. I don't want to ruin our friendship.
We would.
I don't want you to trash me the way you're trashing this fucking fireman. And
Oh my God.
if I never have sex with you, you won't trash me on a podcast.
That's so funny. I feel so bad for trashing this guy. I honestly.
No, I was the one trashing him. I'll cop to it.
You know what? Let's start the pod over. We're starting the pod over.
Welcome to the Ready Simple podcast.
Look at this. And I'm a virgin. That's how it started. If it started over, I'd be like, I don't have sex.
No, but we should do that. I was just texting with Jeff. We got to go to fucking.
Wait, no, we got to get a group and go camping together for sure. Also, shrooms. I'm a little triggered. I went to.
You don't like mushrooms? Or you?
Oh, I went to
a
comedian's 30th birthday party.
Which comedian?
Trevor. And
Nice.
I had shrooms, and I swear to God, everybody who had them, they were just really strong, and I was tripping balls. And somebody goes, like, someone goes, meet this guy. He's like a really well-known director. And I said, no, he's a dragon. I mean, like, I had no business being there. I literally I was tripping balls. And then I was on the dance floor, and literally there was a group of people that were tripping pretty hard, but the music was so loud, so everybody couldn't hear, but I could hear everybody.
Every note, yeah.
Everybody perfectly. I was in conversations and then responding to people, and they're like, what? So I was like, oh, they're just doing that because they don't want to talk to me.
It sounds like there was too many people at this party. That's the thing. When I do
It was really fun, but it was like,
when I do mushrooms, I like to keep it fucking 5 or less.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like too much stimulation is like, what? Like I can't focus my high on anything. You know, like it's all over the map.
Yeah.
But we like to go out now that it's wintertime. We like to go out to Death Valley. It's like a 2.5 hour.
Wait,
ride.
we should get a group of comedians and go do that.
Me, you, Jeff, Willie. Why don't we go out there and eat mushrooms?
I'm so in. That is it. That
was my first thought.
That's actually the best move. You meet Jeff and Willie.
Maybe get Eric Rocha.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? We should get.
It'd be so much fun.
We should get anybody who falls under that shenanigan umbrella.
Yeah.
That honestly, that's not funny. How much fun we would have.
Oh yeah. As soon I told Jeff.
I don't know if we would survive.
No, I told Jeff this deal's over like the end of January. I was like, dude, February's perfect time in Death Valley. It's nice and cool during the day, at night. There's no one there because it's fucking low season. We'll go out. It's a 2.5 hour drive. It's a beautiful drive.
We got to go.
Oh, it's done. I'm signing everybody up. We're doing.
Wait, that is so fun.
Yeah. And you should see Jeff die on mushrooms. I mean, because
I'd love to see Jeff on mushrooms.
Well, that's the thing. Like the first time I ever did him with him was in Death Valley.
That's so
and he was having a rough one. We were in the middle of the pandemic. I was having a rough stretch. He was having a really rough stretch. And he's not a drug guy at all. He's like a fucking high school teenager. Like he likes to drink. He doesn't smoke weed, doesn't do any other drugs, just like to drink, But he was like getting really interested in mushrooms. Like, oh, why don't we do them? Like, all right. So we drove out there, and he's like, dude, everyone says like, oh yeah, you don't get addicted to mushrooms. He's like, I only ever want to feel like this forever.
Oh my God, I'm fucking dead. That's so funny.
He's like, what was I thinking before this?
I don't know. I don't even want my life before
He's like,
this.
I was worried about my likes. Who gives a shit about my likes? Like on Instagram or whatever.
It is funny when comedians do psychedelics like that because they'll be like, we're just clowns. We just stand on stage. We don't need to be doing that. And then the next day I'm like, I got 6 shows and I can't be doing drugs anymore.
Have you ever done a show on mushrooms?
Yeah, actually, so funny. I did a mushroom show.
Yeah, I did one too.
Yeah, and Silver Lake, and the audience was on it, and we were on it, and we were leaning in, and I was like, do you guys know what I mean? They were like, yeah. So it was not a lot of laughter. It was a lot of affirmation, and we all came to like revelations together.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
I did one down in San Diego, and the venue they had was, it was like a warehouse where they do like backyard wrestling.
Love that.
And everyone was on mushrooms in the crowd. I was on mushrooms. But the stage itself, they had just taken down like one of there's 4 sides to a ring. They took down the ropes, and you just stand on the wrestling ring with a microphone. But what I didn't know is that a wrestling ring is like springy.
Yeah.
I walked up, I'm like, holy fuck, I feel like I'm standing on a waterbed. I almost fell off the stage. I couldn't, your knees are like jello at that point. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if I just stand on the ground and walk around and talk to you guys. Like, no.
That is so fucking funny. I did a show called Secretly Trash too, where like one comic is trash.
Oh, I heard about this.
And everybody has to guess. And I told the producer, I was like, I can't be the drunk one or whatever. I think my agent is coming to the show or whatever. And then they ended up not coming. And I went on a party bus that day and just showed up on shrooms and belligerent. And they were like,
nice.
They were like, everybody on this lineup is trash. So it was like Secretly Trash, but we were all trash.
Nice.
It was,
Wait, so you wouldn't get trash in front of your agent? Why not?
I don't do stand up drunk.
They work for you, not the other way around.
Yeah, yeah.
Theoretically.
You would think that, but
In theory.
I feel like they
Also,
would.
how do you get an agent?
I'm lucky. I have a whole team. I'm a commercial agent, theatrical agent, manager.
What am I doing wrong?
College agent.
Is it just being a fucking piece of shit from Queens,
You went
40 years
brown.
old? Is that what it is?
No.
You know, I'm not a cute
not doing
lesbian. I'm not a
anything
cute lesbian from IU. They don't want me.
I'm not a lesbian. I'm a bisexual. And if you
Well,
want to keep
whatever.
labeling me,
Yeah, man, not woman.
clip that together and zoom in on my face looking really sad. You're homophobic. You're literally
that be?
misogynistic.
My last 4 roommates were all gay.
That's the most homophobic thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I can't be homophobic. I lived with gays.
Yeah, that is something a homophobe would say.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm not gay. I suck dick. Yeah, it sounds
I
gay.
can't be homophobic. I was in a gas station with a gay guy once. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, I've sucked dick before. I can't be homophobic. Yeah. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
I went to a gay bar with my roommate probably 4 months ago. West Hollywood, having a good
It
time.
would be like probably 4 hours ago.
And you know, here was gay buddies. And I was trying making them laugh. And I was like, man, whose dick do I got to suck some dick around here?
I just love how you make yourself laugh.
I know, but watching them laugh, like, what the fuck is he talking?
That's so funny.
You know, me trying to blend in with the gay guys.
What bar was it? Because it's probably where I fucked the bartender.
It was across from the Abbey, one of those like high bar, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, high tops.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no,
High top. Oh, I forgot you're a big aficionado.
Yeah,
do you live in West Hollywood?
no, but my friend group loves to go out in there. But we're getting older, so I can't really.
Getting older. Why do you keep talking? What
are you talking
You're going to stay a decade younger than me, so
Wait, you're 39?
I'll be 40 in May.
That was.
And by the way, as I get older, as soon as about 4 months goes by, I just take the next stage.
Did you remember?
So I tell people I'm 40 already, even though it's not happening for 5 months.
Which is so funny because usually in Hollywood it's the opposite. I love how on.
But that's the thing. You got to think about it, right? Like, it's like if you say you're older, it's like, oh, you look good for your age.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd rather look good for my age and be like, oh, fuck. Like,
Right. Yeah. Exactly. There's some comedians who literally will like online. It'll say their age is different, but in person, they'll be like, I'm actually so and so, and it throws me.
Oh my god.
People lie about their age big time, but
this town, you know, they're a little weird.
If it
about
works for you, it works for you.
Yeah.
Do it, I guess. Yeah. I feel like I'm excited to be in my 30s at some point.
At some point when you
Which
get
is
there.
literally soon.
Yeah, when you turn 30.
May 21st.
My birthday's May 19th. We should go out.
Wait, wow, okay.
We should go out. 40 and 30.
you're
We should definitely go out.
Yeah.
We
Wait, that's kind of fun.
yes, that's
40,
going to be
30,
fucking awesome.
celebrate the decades.
Yes.
That's kind of
Oh
fun.
my God.
Get a bunch of comedians.
Oh, we'll get so hammered.
We've got to go do this camping trip.
No, that's done. No, that is 100% happening.
And then we should do one of your podcast episodes on shrooms in a tent.
That would be sick.
That would be so. We would say insane things, and
Yeah, we would never release it. We would all just listen to it ourselves.
and I'd be like, I'm gonna get canceled just sitting with you guys. So I don't want to release this.
Yeah, I've never done a podcast. I've done stand up on mushrooms. I've never done a podcast on mushrooms.
No.
I wonder if any of the stuff that you talk about is actually like, because you know when you're in the moment on mushrooms, you're like, this is so profound. Like, has anyone ever thought this? I wonder if I listen back the next day. I was like, what the fuck were we? We were talking shit.
We were talking. It would make no sense.
But it feels legit at the time.
No, it feels so real.
I had a conversation with a tree one time.
That's
on my 30th birthday. Actually, I took mushrooms on my 30th birthday in Yosemite with my best buddy Saul.
The comedians. Oh,
no. This guy's a fucking regular Joe. Well, not a regular Joe. He's like a civilian.
this guy's actually a person.
Yeah, he's a human being with, with actual credentials.
He's got a real job. And we're like,
And I sat in front of a tree for like 45 minutes, like, yeah, I get it. And the tree was telling me about the tree was literally telling me how he'd been here before Jesus.
and the tree was saying,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
the tree had some points. The tree had some points.
That's so funny. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with an inanimate object.
Really?
But people's faces were doing at the party. People's faces were getting real scary.
Do you ever look at your own face in the mirror when you're on mushrooms?
Oh, yeah.
They worry about. People say you shouldn't do that, but I don't have a problem with that.
I have friends who've done that and say that their eyes are like missing or something. And
Their eyes are missing.
Yeah, or like they're big, and that would freak me out. But that has never happened to me.
Well, I've looked and like my pupils are just like a shark. My eyes are just black.
Oh, yeah.
My pupils are so dilated.
Yeah. It's scary.
I remember one time. Oh man, this was probably the heaviest trip I've had since the very first trip I ever did. It was the beginning of the pandemic, and I went up to Big Bear with some friends, and I brought a package of mushrooms that were the best I got my hands on. and I ate a ton of them.
The best I got my hands.
And at one point, like, I went down like to use the bathroom, like on this lower level. We rented this cool Airbnb, like big log cabin thing, and it had like multiple decks. And I went down to use the bathroom, and it was like a marble bathroom, and the marble was going up the walls. I'm like, oh fuck, right? So I finished going to the bathroom. And I go outside. I'm like, all right, let me just go outside and get some air. And I put my hands on the railing, and I'm like, why are my father's hands here? My hands looked like my father's hands. Like, I couldn't look at my hands for an hour.
Randy, it's so crazy that you're like, I love shrooms, but all the stories you've told me are kind of terrifying.
Frightening.
You're like, God, it's my favorite drug. You're like, the last time I was on it, I literally saw someone stabbing me in the head in the mirror. But, we're going to go to Yosemite again. Probably do it again. I'm like,
I don't know. Something about that fucking fear that it puts in you I like.
Just watch a scary movie. Jesus Christ. You know what scary movie scared the living dick out of me? And then I had to do a show at the store after. And the movie.
Well, the store's haunted.
No, the Smile. It was Smile.
Okay.
And then I did a show in the bedroom and everybody's smiling at me.
Oh, no.
And I was actually really getting freaked out. I was like, and I told everybody I saw the movie Smile and it bombed. It was just silent. And I was like,
yeah, we don't get it.
Yeah, I was like, you guys are smiling at me. And they were like, uh-huh.
And then it really went south from there.
Yeah. And then they frowned at me and I was like, I'm going to keep bombing so I'm not scared.
Keep a frown on their face.
Yeah, I'm going to just keep bombing so I don't have to see them smile.
So you back on the road? You getting some road dates going?
I'm not right now because of my surgery. I'm going to play it by ear.
Yeah, when are you having it? When are you having surgery,
I feel like
girl?
when I go on the road, it's so last minute. People ask me either really last minute or I'll get the one off.
I wanted to do Caroline's with you, but we didn't do it.
Caroline's is close.
I know. I went over the holiday break. The 28th, I went and saw Dave Attell because Dave Attell does the week of shows.
Yeah.
Fucking
murdered
destruction. But also like,
that was so
I hadn't
fun.
I hadn't like just gone to a comedy show as a spectator.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. At least since I left Boston.
Well, it's hard to do that when we're doing it like every night.
But I mean, I used to live close to the comedy club in Boston. So like if I had a night off, I'd be like, oh, I'll go hang out at the club and see who's performing. But like I didn't like, I like went and like sat down, got drinks, did the whole thing.
That's so nice.
And it was awesome. I was like, fuck, man. I like that. Like I still enjoy going. I still enjoy going as a comic.
I never watched stand up before I started it. I didn't even know.
Really?
I didn't even know. I don't even know how I did. I was like doing all improv. I did levels 1 through 5 in Chicago. Came to LA, was in Groundlings.
Oh,
Didn't even know I was going to do stand up. And then literally somebody was like,
well, I'm glad you came over to the side that has respect.
yeah.
You don't need a fucking crew of people behind you to support your jokes. You can do them on your own.
I'm just
breaking the balls of the improv people.
Yeah. I just literally, I fell in love with people. It's so funny because people are like, how do you stand up there and get judged? And I'm literally like, it's the exact opposite. I feel like
yes.
I feel like it's the one spot I'm not being judged, and all my energy and all my flaws are being embraced and accepted. And it's like an unbeatable feeling.
Oh, really? You feel like you're accepted?
Because I have so much energy and stuff, and if I were to spaz out like that in the daily life, which sometimes I really want to do, people are like, it's hard for people to handle or grasp.
Oh.
But then if I can release all that energy and happiness on stage, and people embrace it and laugh and like it, and I'm like, that's it.
Oh wow! So we come at it from two completely different angles because I get on stage.
Really depressing because I get on stage and
I love hearing why people do it. Because I get on stage. When you laugh, it means I'm right. I want to convince
How is anybody listening?
It's a little bit. It's like an adversarial thing.
Right,
I want to make people laugh despite the fact that they don't want to. But I like that. Like their laughter is affirming the thought that I'm trying to put in their head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I can see that.
That's the affirmation I get. I don't feel like when I get up there they immediately accept me.
Yeah.
I feel like I got to earn their trust, and their laughter is letting me know that what I'm doing is right.
I can see that. No, but that's the main reason. I also feel like, I mean, I always wanted to go in a career of helping people, right? Psychology, whatever. And this is just a way to do it.
Yeah.
This is the most fun way to do it.
That's
too.
true. Yeah. I mean, I like it feels good for me. I don't feel so crazy when I share my thoughts with people and they laugh. It's like, oh, good. I'm not the only insane person. Like, I'm not the only one having crazy thoughts. Like,
oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's like reassuring that I'm not the only one thinking crazy
Everybody's
things.
crazy. We're just loud about it. And we just fucking talk. Do you know how many people?
That's exactly right.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, when I walked in and we just talked about this firefighter and all this stuff, do you know how many people live their life and would never even dare get on a podcast, get on stage, and just review. We don't have secrets because that's what makes us so good. But honestly, it's also bad because you're like, I'm like, fuck, I don't have any secrets.
That is true. That's one of the things I love about this profession. I feel like it's the only honest profession on earth.
We're so honest.
In that being
Too
honest makes us more likable. Like, if it's weird, like our bosses, like club bookers and managers, like they expect us to be fucking drunk animals. Like, there's no like, he got arrested pulling his dick out in public again. What a crazy guy. Give him another set.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Or whatever. Like, he's got a drug problem or he's drunk or whatever. Like,
people expect me to do that. People expect me to just whip my dick out in front of girls, and I'm like,
there's nothing about us that like you get fired for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do think about that.
Short of committing a crime.
If you picture people going into the office, nobody would ever go into the break room and be like, I just fucked this gay bartender.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Exactly. You could never say that.
We walk in the green room, that's the first thing I said. I literally, we walk in the green room and I'm like, I probably fucking have STDs. And everyone's like, what?
What, you too?
Yeah, you too? No, I don't.
Which ones?
I don't have any. My gyno.
Are you sure? It's been a few guys now.
I know. I need to get. Well, no, I don't. When I went to see my gyno last to get tested, she was like, "Why are you so excited to get tested?" She's like,
"Yeah, but that's weird. Why you are excited?"
I'm not. I just what I wasn't excited. I don't even know why she said that. I said, "I'm not excited." She goes, "I just feel like you're proud that you're getting tested." I said, her and I are friends, and I was like,
"You're friends with your gyno?"
I mean, I've gone. You guys take
selfies hard next to your vagina. Just
you're the worst. Go back to Brown. Honestly, every time I could probably. We've gotten close because I had to go see her.
Is she hot?
No, I mean I don't know. I don't look at.
Are there any hot gynecologists?
I don't look at people and think that they're hot, right?
What?
I have to fall for you to think you're hot.
Then you'll never like me.
That's not how that's not how I operate. Yeah, no, that's for sure. But I have a hard time being like, that person is fucking hot. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no. As I get older, I'm the same way. Like there's like a little matrix. Like it's like, she might be attractive, but she's a pain in the ass. I can't. I got to do all that. Fuck it. It's not. Or if she's not fun, that's a big thing. If any girl I mention is not fun, it's like, fuck me.
If people aren't fun, it is the worst because I'm just like,
what am I doing here?
What am I? What's also hard I've been running into? So we are like, especially maybe comedians, but maybe just extroverts. I think we have at least for me, I'll speak for myself. I feel like I'm very extroverted, so I can meet a little a molded rock and have the time of my life with it.
Yeah, talk to a tree.
But that's when if I go on a date, that's when sometimes it's hard because you're like, oh, this was so fun, but I'm like, okay, was it fun or did I just have a blast?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you ever overwhelm the guys you're on a date with your energy?
No, I actually like.
Do you rein it in a little bit? Or?
I actually like the other person to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like to.
I would have thought you would have just fucking steamrolled.
No.
Okay.
I like to sit back sometimes. That's why I like really funny guys. The person I have a crush on right now, he's so funny and he kind of just takes the reign. And I just laugh and it's really nice.
Nice.
I like that.
He's not a comic though. Good.
We have to cut that.
Nobody knows.
We also have to cut the thing about my dad. 5 minutes.
I'll cut the thing about your dad, but the thing about that, we didn't name names.
But that's, what's been so funny? I rewatch podcasts I'm on, and we'll be like, cut that. It's in. It's
No. I'm good about that.
I know.
It happened.
That's so funny.
I did one on Friday. A couple things happened. And she's like, "Hey, can you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll pull that out."
Who said that?
I'm not going to repeat.
You said Ryan O'Flanagan?
No.
Oh, cut that.
I taped 3 podcasts over the last 4 days. One of my guests was like, "Hey, can you pull?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll pull that."
That's so funny.
Yeah. It's rare, but and I don't like to, but I mentioned a thing. I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." I want them to feel comfortable.
Flashback to that clip. It was just extremely homophobic.
Just like I'm not going to say where your dad works. I'll remove that. For that kind gesture, I want him to loan me $20,000.
I would like him to also loan me $20,000. Except for there was 5 of us kids in college at the same time. So I'm in a blended fam. So I'm one of 7.
Brady Bunch.
Yeah, actually, their wedding invitation was the Brady Bunch invitation. We were looking at the squares.
Did you ever hook up with a step sibling?
No.
I mean, it's a thing on porn. It must be in real life, right?
Oh yeah, everything on porn. That's right. Sorry, it was on porn. Why did I think that question was so
I don't know if you've
weird?
been on Pornhub lately, but that's a thing.
I dabbled, and then I was like, "This is weird. I don't like this."
You dabbled in
And then it was like, it was weird. It was like
thing.
teenage girl cream pied, and I'm like, what is going on? I literally was like, I can't. Porn is weird.
What's your go-to porn search?
Nothing now.
Fireman.
Literally, yeah. Republican firemen. Heavily conservative firemen that love the American flag. That's my full search.
All right, before we get out of here, let's get into a little news. We did this last time.
We did?
Do you remember?
No, we were hammered.
Oh, yeah, I guess we may not have.
I can't believe I didn't open this. You're gonna
It's all
have to
right. I'll have
drink
to drink it later.
Yep.
It's okay. It'll make my work easier. Ugh.
What? You said, I can actually do work if I'm drunk. I'm like, what?
No, I can't.
Yeah, there's no way.
I know. Sucks. But I did want to talk about it because this is all over the internet. Did you hear about this this cop out in Tennessee?
Oh God, I'm already scared of what happened?
So there's a female cop in Tennessee who was fired after a major sex scandal because apparently she had sex with 6 different officers multiple different times while on the job and while not. But her husband, her husband, who is not a cop, is sticking by her through this because she's getting dragged through the mud.
Well, are they in an open relationship?
No. He's very religious, so he's trying to save his marriage.
Oh my God, because is he Catholic? He can't get a divorce?
Yeah, I guess he's some sort of evangelical Christian. So he's... Now...
So I didn't hear... I love how you said, did you hear about is this...
Oh, this is everywhere.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, yeah. Have you been on the internet? If you've seen a meme with a female cop, it's about this chick. Because she's not even that attractive, which is hilarious.
That's so weird. The police... Ugh, I don't know.
You know what? Listen, I'd rather the cops be fucking each other on duty than shooting people.
That's true. Take up your time with
take shots at her face, not black guys.
Oh, boy. I'm not even going to entertain. I'm going to actually edit myself out of this podcast.
It's a solo podcast now?
Yeah. I put somebody else's face on my face.
Would you stick around with a guy if he cheated on you?
No.
Really? Even if you were married to him, you wouldn't try and work it out?
It would depend on the circumstance.
Okay.
If him and I were together for a long time and it was a slip up, one person, and they were like, listen, that was a fucking slip up, and they came honest and they came clean. Because if they're coming clean about one, maybe odds are that they're not. The guilt sort of led them to and then if we could work through that, maybe. But if they're like, listen, I've just been cheating, then no, absolutely.
Yeah. So if 6 guys run a train,
I just think it's so.
That's what happened with this chick.
Well,
so they ran the train on her, so I think this wasn't a one-time thing. It was 6 times the first time.
Yeah, I don't know what her husband is doing. It's like, give up your religion for this. Because any religion that's making you stay is a devil worshiping religion. That's
all right. One more news story, because this one,
oh God,
I thought I pulled this one because I was like, maybe she's still single. This might be something she's looking into. A woman who married her duvet says her most intimate relationship is a woman who married her duvet. Said
her covers.
Yeah, she says it's the most intimate relationship of her life. Pascal Selleck appeared on the British Morning Talk Show this morning to talk about her marriage to her duvet.
Wait, that's a joke, though.
No, this is real. Selleck held an open wedding ceremony on Valentine's Day last year and invited members of the public, her family, and her boyfriend to witness it. So she had a boyfriend.
No.
She's calling it love at first sight. Pascal says, I've had other duvets before, but I'm very loyal to this one, and it gives me warmth and comfort. Her boyfriend went on to say that he completely understands her relationship with the blanket, claiming he's not jealous. He's very proud of her.
No, I know exactly what's happening here. Her and her boyfriend got together and they said, listen, we're broke right now. We need to do something crazy, get a lot of press, and fucking rack in money and get duvet sponsorships.
They want that Bed Bath & Beyond money.
Yeah. They want that Bed Bath & Beyond money. So then they went into this crazy thing. They're probably going to they're blowing up from it. And that's smart. Nobody in their right mind is just doing that.
I think marrying a duvet makes more sense than marrying another person. Because at least the duvet.
I think marrying a duvet makes more sense than fucking 6 cops and staying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. For sure. But that,
That's true. Are you the marrying type? You think you'll do that?
Oh yeah, I would love to get married.
Guy or girl?
Whoever.
Okay.
I fall in love.
Kids? You want to have
It depends on who I marry.
a litter of them?
I used to think I wanted to, but with the state of the inflation, state of the world, I just don't think it's real. I mean,
Would you want to like hold the kid, like if, carry it, or would you get
yeah. I mean, if I marry a guy, of course.
But what if you marry a chick? Would you guys like fight over it?
No.
You'd let her do it?
No, I'd probably do it.
You want to do it?
I would, yeah. If I was going to have a kid, I'd want to carry
I
them.
wonder what you'd be like as a mother. I
I'd
mean,
be
you'd certainly be so much fun.
I'd be so good. So here's the thing, I nannied and stuff a bunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
People trusted you with their kids.
Oh, yeah. And then
I wouldn't trust you with my drugs.
One of them, and we know you do a lot of them. So, and
Well, that's why I wouldn't trust you with them. I need my drugs.
I would be the person at the music festival who'd be like, "Uh-oh, you guys lost them all." And they're like, "It's a 3-day festival. We flew here." I'm like, "Sorry." And I just actually took them all. Yeah, I don't know. These are all questions I don't know. I don't have the answer to. I think the first step is to fall in love, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking. I mean, you're 29.
That's why I'm putting myself out there.
This is the time, right? I mean,
Well, that's why I'm getting hurt so many times, and I'm really putting myself out there.
So do you really want like a long-term relationship now? Like you want to find someone and go for the ride?
Fuck yeah, this world is like crazy. Don't you want to like do it with somebody else?
I mean, yeah. I got Jeff.
I mean, that's so funny. We all know that you and Jeff suck each other's wangs. I always think about it. I'm like, I wonder how much wang they're sucking with each other.
No, actually, over the pandemic, I forget what we were watching. Oh, This Is the End with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio.
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
This is the end or whatever. The one with Leonardo DiCaprio or the world's ending.
Oh yeah, no, the comedy.
Yeah.
It's not Leonardo DiCaprio.
Isn't he in it? Leo DiCaprio's in that fucking movie.
Are you talking about James Franco?
No, there's another one.
Okay.
On Netflix with Leonardo DiCaprio, where like where the meteor's coming and Johnny.
Oh wait. Oh yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Yeah.
I forget what the name of it is.
Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up. Thank you.
Yes.
But we were high on mushrooms, watching this movie, and Jeff's like, "Oh man, like, dude, if the world ends, like, who the fuck, like, I know, who am I gonna be with?" It's like, dude, we'll be drinking at the bar.
That's so
he goes, that is the kindest thing anyone said to me. What do you mean? Who am I going to be with? Like me and you. We're drinking at the fucking Woodman.
We're gonna be drinking IPAs.
Just like we are every other night. We're gonna be sitting at the chimney sweep having a whiskey while the fucking meteor comes down.
That is the thing about comedy though, that there's a lot of like-minded people where they're married to their work ethic and the game and creativity and freedom, right?
Yeah, and there also is like there's like a no age gap. Like no matter how old a comedian is, they're still just a comedian to me. Like. Joe Bartnick's in his 50s. I hang out with Joe. Like
a lot of people, comedians. Also, I've noticed a lot of comedians are not in relationships. Like the majority, or they end so quickly.
It's a tough lifestyle to have a relationship with somebody. I mean, you know this.
Also, I feel like people cheat.
Yeah, but I think before it even gets to that, think about it. Like most fucking people have normal jobs, 9 to 5, and they come home and they have the weekends to themselves. We're out on the weekends and we leave at night. So when normal people go home, we're fucking walking out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to date strippers and nurses, and, like people who work night shifts, bartenders. Like those are the people, firemen, because they have weird hour schedules. Like that's
his phone would go off. Like so, he said he had COVID, but he would still get the alerts on his phone. It'd be like 4 a.m. We were sleeping, and his phone would go, and then he'd wake up and be like, "Ooh, that's a big one." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
And he would have had to go in at 4 a.m.
Yeah, and then you pull out an American flag, and he's like, "Woo!" And he goes
And then he goes like, he's like, "Do that again," and then he starts jacking.
The only way he comes is when you wave a flag.
Yeah. He literally finishes, and he's like, "America." I'm like, "Oh my god." We got into it about the border.
I know. This is fun. This is fun.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up? You want to promote anything? Where can people find you?
I've got surgery on my ACL coming up.
When is that?
So you can find me at USC Keck Hospital on drugs.
When are you getting?
The 25th.
Of January?
Yeah. And when's this releasing? I mean, I've got a bunch of shows.
This will be out a week from Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, just check out my website.
Yeah. Well, what is it? You have to say it.
www.
Do you really went with the W? I'm pretty sure they know. World Wide Web.
Hey, not all of us went to Brown, so some of us need to be explained things. Okay? www.audreymstewart.com.
All right. Nice.
And let me know we're gonna do shrooms together.
Yes, I'm definitely gonna text you about that. I'm gonna wrangle together. I want to keep.
That's the crew.
I'm gonna keep it to 6 or less. I want 2 cars going out there.
Yeah, we don't want to be tripping with a bunch of comedians. That's when it gets too much.
Yeah,
but that's a perfect group. You, me, Willie, Jeff.
Yes, I'm into it.
I'm into it.
All right, guys. Thank you for doing this.
This is fun as shit.
Yeah, man.
We're sober this time, and we still said the most.
I have half a beer left. See that? I'm a professional. All right, guys, that's it for this one. We'll check you next week. Follow me at Rainier Valero. Follow Audrey Stewart. Follow the podcast. Send me money because I'm broke. I love you guys. Peace.
Me too.